Hammer Gang. Cause we always hit the nail on the head. So check this out, my Miami Hurricane fans, my college football fans in general. If you clicked on the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and get in the comment section, and let's have a discussion. But here's what I think is possibly going to happen to the Big 12. It's gone. Vamoose. Vanish. Poof. Abracadabra. Gone. Finished. Soon. Now, as you guys know, Texas and Oklahoma has set their sights on the SEC, making the SEC the biggest powerhouse in college football. Nobody can deny that. Now, moves are being made behind closed door now because ESPN and the Big 12, they got into a back and forth push match, basically, with the Big 12 commissioners telling ESPN, stay out of it. Stop trying to get other teams to go to other conference to dissolve our conference so that you guys don't have to do a buyout for Texas and Oklahoma if they decide to leave the Big 12 before 2025. If they were to do so, they would have to pay $76 million apiece. So with that being said, there's a loophole where if another team was to leave the Big 12 and go to another conference, possibly West Virginia, maybe go to the ACC, the conference would basically dissolve. They could vote to dissolve the conference. Nobody have to pay any money out, and they could go their separate ways. So the Big 12 commissioners, they're trying to make sure that doesn't happen to where they're left with no revenue. That's tough. Now, there are a lot of rumors for West Virginia to the ACC. Let me know in the comment section, do you guys think that West Virginia provide any kind of profit, any kind of revenue, what do they bring to the table, basically? What do West Virginia bring to the table for the SEC? Let me know what you guys think. Would they even fit right in the ACC? Nonetheless, and if West Virginia were to come to the ACC, who would they tag along with them? Notre Dame, Cincinnati? Who knows? Let me know who you think would fit. Or do you guys see West Virginia going to maybe the Big 10? Who knows? Anyway, so basically the Big 12 will dissolve. In my opinion, it will dissolve. Now, ACC, Pac-12, and Big 10 all came together to form an alliance for basically scheduling. We're college football fans. We don't care about all the other talks that they're talking about. We know it's about scheduling. Now, with the SEC having all those big name powerhouse teams, adding on two of the biggest names in college football with Texas and Oklahoma, the rest of the conference felt like they had to fight back in order to make more revenue, to make sure that they don't get overpowered. Now, as you guys know, there should be a realignment for the playoffs. So this alliance wants to make sure that the SEC doesn't have everything to say when it comes to, the playoff picture and stuff like that. They want to make sure that as a whole, as a unity, they have a say-so. Because push comes to shove and the SEC runs everything, they get all the say-so. More of the votes and stuff like that would go to their favor. So these three conferences are coming together. Ask yourself this question. Why did they leave out the Big 12? Think about it. Why did they leave out the Big 12? The Big 12 was not even 12 teams to begin with. Now, with losing Texas and Oklahoma, they dropped down to 8 teams because the Big 12 was actually 10. So now they're down to 8 teams. Who could they possibly add to make their conference better after losing Texas and Oklahoma? Nobody. What? Bringing a group of 5 team, bringing 2, 3 group of 5, 4 group of 5 teams, it's not going to do them any good. It's not going to boost revenue. The market is not strong enough. You're not going to have Big 12 games at 12 o'clock competing with the SEC that's on prime time or maybe 3:30, 5 in the afternoon. You're not going to compete that way. And that's where they messed up to begin with. Who wants to watch a college football game of 2 Big 12 teams that's not Texas or Oklahoma to play at 12? Nobody. Let's be honest, nobody. So with the ACC, Pac-12, and the Big 10 coming together to schedule each other, that could bring in a lot of revenue because now you'll have teams playing against each other that matchups you've never seen before. For example, my Miami Hurricanes versus the Pac-12s. You SC, the Trojans. Miami and the Trojans has never played a game of football against each other before. We could start seeing crazy matchups like that. We could start seeing games to look forward to, like, ooh, and who's going to win that? Oh, man, that's great. That's the feeling that the Alliance want to happen. Now, the SEC has responded to the Alliance and said, basically, we don't care. We don't care. Do what you got to do. We're making our moves. You're making your moves, whatever. We'll see how it works out. The SEC is gangster. They straight gangster on this one.